From the dust, the theme of the anthology of stories conceptualized by my friend Mira Bharat reminds me of a dialogue from a sacred text titled The Book of Mormon. It's a sacred text of the Latter-day Saint movement of the early 19th century. It contains the writings of some of the ancient saints, prophets, who were said to have lived on the American continent for 1800 years before and after the beginning of the Christian era or the birth of Jesus Christ. It's a part of Prophet Lehi's last words of counsel addressed to his sons, Laman and Lemuel. Those who are familiar with the context of the dialogue between Prophet Lehi and his sons will agree that his objective here is to motivate them to do something glorious and outstanding. As the title of the anthology suggests, it's quite relevant in this regard. Somehow, I feel this line, "arise from the dust," clearly relates to our own journey of life. In this journey, we have derived from our kaleidoscopic experiences the strength, the energy, the motivation to go on with some purpose, some intent. A willingness, a keen willingness to achieve our goals, to realize our dreams. It's this strength, this energy and motivation that have made it possible for many of us to come this far despite our relatively humble and little known beginnings and backgrounds. I personally love this line and admire the choice of it as the title of the proposed anthology. And there is a reason behind it. To me, it carries a huge appeal for its suggestiveness that strikes a very positive note of progress and hope in our hearts. It somehow, I feel, it enables us to grapple with a host of challenges offered by life and to accomplish the tasks we are cut out for. Any avid reader of history cannot miss this very important point that we have had examples of great people in the past who started from scratch and went on to achieve the pinnacle of glory due to their determination, their single-mindedness, commitment, and resolve to script unforgettable episodes in the annals of time. That way, I think on that particular count, the theme of this anthology is very motivating. It's extremely motivating because it somehow captures that spirit of motivation, that spirit of hope, which those ancient prophets personify, their words personify. Now let me tell you something about myself. I am a polyglot poet, editor and translator based in Delhi. I have done my masters from JNU. I have been writing in English, Hindi and my mother tongue, Maithili, for more than 1 decade. My poems have been published in journals and magazines such as the Toronto-based South Asian Ensemble, Whistle Pub, Indian Literature, Indian Africanist, and so on. My first solo anthology, titled Birds Like Us, published by a Delhi publishing firm, came out in July 2018. Another book, A Pen Pusher's Scrapbook, a collection of vignettes and essays, is slated for release very soon. My pen name is Darshak or Deepak Darshak. I have also translated more than 100 African English poems into Hindi. The proposed anthology, Arise from the Dust, is a brilliantly conceptualized one which brings together literary talents from different corners of the country.